We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing.
Welcome to GABbin
Gabbing
with Greicy.
and Heather.
Tonight what do I have? I have a 2019 Zinfandel. It's a red. I
Nice.
chose a red in honor of what we are watching and discussing. And it is Fox and the Flock, and it's a California 2019 Zinfandel. And it says, approach with excitement. And it has
Oh, I like that.
a fox that looks like it's about to go after a bunch of birds.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if you can see, audio listeners, I'll describe it. The fox is wearing like a beak. Like I think it's supposed to be in disguise.
That's funny.
Like it's trying to be a bird.
That's funny. And cute.
But it's good. I would recommend. I don't know where I got it. It appeared in my house. I probably bought it, but I don't know where.
Good. Well, you buy a lot of wine, so.
I do, and sometimes I buy it in bulk. Like I'll get there will be like a deal where you can get like 12 or 15 bottles for like
That is the
$150.
way to do it.
Yeah.
That is the way to do it. I wonder if I should try that one day.
Yeah, especially if you want to try new ones, because it's never ones I've had before.
I'm having Rosé Cora again. I don't have the bottle on me, but it's the one with the cute short hair girl on there. Yeah, it's been my go-to. It's just so good.
Hey, we need a good
and a cup of water.
Yeah, I do. I have water, and I also have coffee with me because I am the beverage goblin. We need those what's the word I'm thinking of? We need we need reliability, number one. We all need that right now. But we need a reliable, comforting item that we know is never going to let us down. And your rosé is that for you, especially the Cora rosé.
Yes, this is my new one until another one is found.
And they're rosé is a very reliable type of wine.
It is, and I need that right now because I'm all out of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. And we promise we're not part of the rosé lobby. Although if they want to pay us.
I know, it would be so nice. Nobody wants to.
Rosé, drink all the rosé.
Ooh.
Well, this week we're back to talk about Wednesday. We finally saw part 2 of season 2, and the episode titles are 5 is Hide and Woke Seek, 6 is Woe Thyself, 7 is Woe Me the Money, and 8 is This Means Woe. And confirm this, but I believe there's no additional characters that have been added in these last 4 episodes, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have any overall thoughts about part 2?
At first, I still was feeling as though this season wasn't up to par to last season. And again, it goes back to it being, I cannot believe I am about to say this, but too teeny bopper.
Okay.
Too predictable.
That's actually shocking coming from your mouth.
It is. I just don't know how else to describe it. It seems teeny bopper. It seems a little bit predictable until the last episode. Or maybe not. I'm not sure, because now in hindsight, I'm thinking to myself, obviously it's going to go down that route because, shall I just say it? I might as well. Aunt Ophelia.
We got that part wrong.
You mean when it was actually Galpin's mom, Francois?
Yeah, we thought that Francois was Ophelia. So we got that wrong. I thought that was interesting.
Wrong. But what we didn't get wrong was that she is still alive.
Yeah. I didn't think she was going to want to kill Wednesday, but
that is the shocker.
I'm making an assumption,
which is
that she wants Wednesday to die. Because what does it say? It says Wednesday must die. Is that what the law says? Maybe that's a premonition that she's writing out, and then in actuality, she wants to try to stop it. I just am making the assumption that she is going to be the evil person for next season.
But why would she say Wednesday must die?
That just might be the premonition. That something worse maybe is going to happen if Wednesday doesn't die.
Unless Wednesday does. Right. So it seems as though, you know what, it is the assumption also that she's the one that's doing the killing. It's just a premonition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It could be
Okay.
like, okay, something's going to go down next season. Wednesday must die in this scenario.
Right.
She needs to Doctor Strange that shit and find out what she can do to stop it. This is what irritated me because it was like, it felt so alarming coming back into part 2, having to have that break from part 1. Like, that was one thing. And also, because of that break, I kind of like filled in a lot of gaps. And I didn't fill them incorrectly. Like, I thought that the Slurp, I was actually super excited about the Slurp timeline. I thought he was going to become a good person. He ended up sucking so bad that it was that whole storyline ended up being a letdown.
He was
terrible.
Yeah.
He was the worst character in the whole series so far. And I thought he was going to be fantastic because my brain filled in the plot holes that they left us with.
Tell me about the plot holes.
Well, just like they didn't tell us, it's not even holes. It was just like no plot. Like, we're left with he's a zombie and he's slowly becoming human by eating brains. But like, I thought it was going to be a situation where like, okay, we would find out that like Gomez knew him and they were like, some of the stuff was like correct in that like they were like close friends and stuff like that. And that I thought he was going to like help Pugsley deal with his troubles, like his woes of being like lonely and not having anyone at school and stuff like that. Like, I thought it was going to go that way, like that he was going to become friends with Pugsley, not that like he was not actually a good friend to Gomez and tried to kill Gomez and took his powers from him and all that, and that he was trying to then do the same thing with Pugsley. Like, it was like the total opposite of what I thought it was going to be.
But would that be considered a plot hole, or you just didn't like the way the plot went?
I think it was because, a hole is probably not the right term, because there was no formation of a plot in part 1. I filled in what I thought the plot was going to be, and I was just totally wrong. And I didn't like how the plot ended up being. I thought my plot would have been better between me and you, because I need some more positivity in my life. Like, they could have had, like, Francois be, like, they almost, like, flipped Francois and him. Like, because they could have made Francois more the, like, evil character, and then Isaac would have had to do something to stop her plot.
I was a little bit confused about Francoise's character because she didn't seem nice to Tyler. Like, didn't she slap him in the face at some point?
It was because she was trying to become his master, because she knew that he can't survive without a master.
Okay.
And that's why she wanted to, like, cure him.
Okay, that confused me. Why is she being mean? And now all of a sudden she's being so motherly.
I saw it as part of her maternal, because he even says like, "Oh, are you my master now?" Like, not, he wasn't happy about that because he didn't want a master, but he wasn't understanding that he can't survive, that as a male hide he'll go mad.
Do you think that they as in the writers, Netflix, whoever, were so desperate to get the ball rolling that they didn't really think through this season?
I mean, possibly. I could just be like a sophomoric
slump,
yeah, because it was so beloved the first season that it's hard to follow up with that. So they maybe just didn't tie it all together like they could have. But like, I also think it would have been better if it wouldn't have been 2 parts. I really wish, I think I just would have made a lot of changes. I wish they would have tied in the campers. I talked about that last time.
I know. I can't stand the campers.
Like, I don't understand what the whole purpose of all of that was if they weren't going to bring back the campers. I would have liked to have, like, had Slurp have, like, a redemption story. Like, a redemption story would have been nice. Do you think anyone in this season had one?
I was just trying to think about that.
Are they going to give Tyler one for next season?
Let me tell you something. I thought he was going to get the redemption story this season.
Maybe it would have been better. I would have been okay if Isaac was evil, if Tyler would have had a redemption story. That's maybe what it is. I felt like this was going to be a redemption story season, and really nobody had one.
No. I mean, it's realistic.
Yeah, we don't need realism right now. We need escapism. Please. For the love of God, it's 2025. Not even the crazy pilgrim lady is having a redemption story this season.
I could not remember her from last season for the life of me. I was like, am I supposed to know her?
It took me a hot minute. I was like, oh, that
Oh
lady.
my gosh. And she looks familiar because I've
Yeah.
seen her. But the season just didn't have it for me. It got better. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how season 3 is going to be like. We still have Tyler in the mix for next season because they cannot get rid of him. I think
Well,
they're
you
still
know
trying
what?
to.
It's unfulfilled. The season's unfulfilled, and maybe that's what they're setting it up to, so that next season's better. Because like you just were saying, we have Tyler, we have Enid is like in her werewolf alpha form.
Oh, Enid.
Like, what the fuck's gonna happen with that? Like, if Wednesday finds her, what's she gonna do?
Yes. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Pugsley. Is Pugsley the new Ginny?
Maybe. Who knows? I don't understand what they're doing with him, because
The-
he didn't have. Do you feel like he had any kind of resolution at the end, other than like Eugene said that he can
Is-
come visit him out of guilt?
yeah, exactly.
It's not a true friendship.
No, it's not true friendship. Like, get the fuck out of here. Really? Like, don't throw me a bone. Give me a break.
I didn't really
No,
understand his
nobody.
purpose this season. Eugene's, is that his name? I think
No, he was like, he was the Ginny. I don't know how many Ginnies there were this season. Okay,
we got a
because
double Ginny season.
we got a double Ginny this season.
The people that don't know your Harry Potter history are like, what is happening right now?
It seemed to me that they really wanted to have a season where they could bring in Catherine Zeta-Jones
Mm-hmm.
and what's his face?
Guzman?
Guzman. No,
Guzman?
that's the name. No, that's the name of him on the show. It was Luis Guzman and it's Gomez. I got my G's all mixed up.
No, what's funny is when you said that, I was like, oh, I think that's his name in Community. And it is, because he plays himself in Community.
Oh my gosh, just
We're
like
too
a
much.
mess.
I just realized that we are fools. There is a new character that was introduced.
Ooh.
Let me find. It's
Was it at the end?
No, it is. Hold on, I gotta get to my notes because I'm blanking on.
Okay.
It's Lady Gaga's character. What is her name?
Hester?
No, Hester is Grandmama Rotwood.
Oh gosh.
Professor Rosalind Rotwood is, I believe, the only character that is new to part 2, played by Lady Gaga.
Like, I don't even think
Apparently
about
that was
her.
a big deal. Everyone was like making such a big deal out of that. Like, I was like, when I was watching, I remember being like, oh, is that Lady Gaga? That's random.
Yeah. Me too. I wanted to say, oh, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, like, wasn't she in a movie?
She was, but
So
she
bad.
also, like, she did American Horror Story, so I felt like this character was kind of like a reference to that.
A little nod. If
Like,
you
there
must.
there was like similar vibes.
Is she such a huge Wednesday fan that she said, I have to be on the show, get me on the show?
That's a good question. I wonder how she got on. Like, if she wanted to be on or if they approached her.
I mean, when you really think about it, it's such a small scene. Like, why the effort?
There's like 2 whole scenes, I think, that she's in.
Unless they're planning on bringing her back, but I feel like she may be busy with other projects.
Yeah, I didn't get the vibe she was coming back. But yeah, so we were wrong. We stand corrected. I stand corrected. That was the new intro. That was kind of, she did set up the like Freaky Friday, which is kind of funny.
Yes. It was okay, and that was another thing that I was just like, really?
It serves no purpose.
No, it was another filler. It is.
Yeah, that's it. It was a filler. There was a lot of
episodes.
filler for such a short season.
Yes, it was 8 episodes. We do not need fillers. If you do not think that you have enough material for 8 episodes, is Netflix gonna bitch at you if you have 6?
4 episodes or 6, yeah.
I don't understand the mindset.
So yeah,
I think-
so that whole section could have got taken out.
I'm not going to say that it was a complete waste because they were able to find out information.
She got her powers.
Yes. And it's just to the extent, like it wasn't even 1 episode, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't it leak into some of the following episode?
Yeah, well, it was over multiple episodes because it did leak. Leak's a good way to put it. We find out that it serves the purpose of bringing Wednesday and Morticia closer together. We find out that Morticia is also a writer, just not the type of writing that Wednesday is into.
Wednesday does not approve at all.
It's so weird though to me. It feels so off character for Morticia to be having something so big hidden from Gomez because they're so obsessed with each other. Because she specifically says that, like, I don't want your father to know.
Right. I guess you have to keep some secrets.
I guess so. He would be like doing like readings of the book if he knew that she wrote that.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have a problem with it. He'd probably.
No. He would be so into it.
Oh my god.
You know what was really off-putting about this part 2 is the food.
Oh.
I found that so completely unnecessary and off-putting.
Don't understand.
We're all over the place.
That's fine. That's fine. I think they're accustomed to that by now. And I like this. We're just freeballing it. But
yeah, we're freeballing it.
It's not necessary. And were they actually like this on the television show where they were eating all of this disgusting food? The other one, the older one.
Yeah, I think that they were, but they didn't show anything. I think it was more like they were like making potions and stew, like they were making stuff in like cauldrons and things like that. It wasn't like you weren't seeing like a full-on rat with its fur and stuff on a piece of toast. Gross.
Ooh. Like I really don't think outcasts eat like that. Like, why is it just this specific family?
Yeah.
I would love to know.
Right, because Enid was like grossed out by it.
She's a werewolf.
Yeah.
What's she doing when she's hunting as a werewolf?
Apparently not eating roadkill pot pie or whatever it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I felt like that could have been eliminated. But yeah, going back to like the leaking, it gave the opportunity for Morticia and Wednesday to know each other better. But then, which ended up being like how she needed to get her powers back because her powers are linked to her familiar bonds with her mother. So that was interesting. I'm going to go positive. I did like the repertoire between Saturday Weeks and Morticia, where she's like, I know you're here. Show yourself. I can feel you. Yes.
And I was happy to see her come back.
Yes.
I wonder if she's going to be back next season.
I would imagine so because she's still her
guide, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? She had her redemption story.
Yes.
If we're going to have any kind of redemption story, that would have been what happened this season. Because she's like very like almost weepy because she's like, I made one little mistake and hired one little normie and now my whole reputation has been completely ruined.
She's being ostracized for DEI.
Yeah, she is. She's being ostracized for DEI. That's so true.
Unbelievable. And they ought to know better.
They should, as outcasts.
Mm-hmm.
They should know better. And look what happens when they replace her with, what is his face?
It's not even worth mentioning. That whole storyline was annoying.
That was so weird.
We may have talked about it because of, what's her face? The mom. What do you call it? Siren's mom. Whatever.
Gabrielle.
Bianca.
Bianca's mom, Gabrielle.
That was a waste of a story. I just can't
really go anywhere. Like I think you called it last time. I will say that because I didn't see it, but you called it. The whole purpose of that storyline was to bring Bianca and Ajax together.
Yeah, but that didn't even go anywhere.
Well, I'm assuming something's going to happen next.
Let's see.
When Ajax and Enid become friends at the end, he gives credit to Bianca and says like,
"Oh, that's true." Mm-hmm.
He gives her props and like says like how smart she is and stuff like that. So I would assume something's happening with them over the summer.
I thought maybe, yes. And I thought there was something between Enid and Ajax, but maybe it's from the Enid side. And then when she wants to,
going to be a little love triangle next season.
Am I ready for it?
It might get real teeny bopper.
Oh my gosh. They have to They have to have care.
Although,
They have to have care.
will Enid do that though? Because when what's-her-face shows up from the Philippines, Bruno's girlfriend,
Sophie. Oh.
Sophia, maybe? That sounds right. We'll go with Sophia. Enid was like, it's fine. We're not doing this.
Well, because she's being mature about it, right? She's
Yeah,
just like,
I
I'm not
appreciated
gonna.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, she mature is a good way to put it, because we see her not being mature in other parts of the season, like when she did her K-pop dance because she was mad at Wednesday, and then had a freak out because she had an allergic reaction to the color.
Yeah. I thought that was funny.
Which that sent me down a spiral, because I was like, does Wednesday wear white, or does she only wear black?
Well, right now there's an off-white shirt that she seems to be wearing underneath her uniform. I thought it was white, but now you got me thinking.
Well, I think it's white enough, because I got into like the fixation of like what is color, because black is the absence of color and light, and so it's not considered a color. But then white is like all of the light spectrums together.
Right.
So white is very much a color.
I
spiraled on that. I was like, Heather, like, it's just a funny joke about how she's allergic to color. Calm down.
You think it meant more than that?
Well, I was just like, how's she wearing white if she's allergic to color? White is like all the color.
But I don't think it's
too
white
about it.
But now that we're talking about it, I don't think it's white.
But it's still not black.
No, it's a light color. But she's wearing a suit that's not a uniform. It has stripes with gray.
Yeah. So gray is a color.
Okay, how about this? Is it because, well, the white is touching her, so never mind. If it's white, because now I'm doubting it. Is it
It's just probably like she's allergic to bright colors or certain colors or something.
Probably. Rainbow colors. Because she basically was wearing kind of like rainbow colors.
Yeah, she was dressing like Enid does. And she was drinking a very like sparkly rainbow drink the first time.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
But yeah, I like spiraled a little bit on that. Oh yeah, right now she's wearing a sweater that's actually more white than black.
Which episode is that?
I am on episode 5 right now. Hyde and Woe. I love Sting's little house. He keeps decorating it more and more.
Okay. Oh. Sting. That was a surprise.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was a surprise.
Not that he like ends up saving the day, but I never in a million years thought that Isaac was going to be connected with him.
No, not at all. I felt that story was told too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like, that did feel rushed.
Like, a storyline about the family seems to be too soon to me. That's what I thought.
Like, they could have, yeah, but they had to, like, get rid of Isaac. So if they were going to have that be the storyline, they had to do it this season.
Yeah. I mean...
But I get what you're saying.
We were introduced to Isaac this season. They could have introduced that storyline another time. Yeah. However, they needed to do something about Tyler. They could have easily not had Tyler on this season, make us think that was resolved in a way, and then if I remember correctly, like the way it ended last season was that he was captured, right? Because the next time we see him, he's underground, chained. So they could have easily skipped this season, his character, his storyline, and then brought it in the following season.
And they could have just figured out another storyline for Pugsley, because Isaac was kind of like Pugsley's storyline, but it was unfulfilling anyway.
Exactly. I thought that maybe, I think this is how I was going to start off the conversation, and then I, lost connection. But Catherine Zeta-Jones and Luis Guzman, they're two major actors. For them to be having like guest starring roles to the extent that they just pop in once in a blue moon, maybe that's not something that you do with those high level profile actors. So they needed to have a storyline that had them in the forefront as opposed to last season. Because last season they were, there, but it wasn't that involved. And next season, the family drama, quote unquote, continues because of Aunt Ophelia. So we're going to see them a little bit more again.
That's true. I feel like stuff like that can be eliminated by doing the multi-season filming like they did with Squid Game.
Yes.
If people don't know, they filmed season 2 and 3 of Squid Games together. So they could have, I mean, I guess you have to be renewed for at least 2 seasons to do something like that. But
do we know if this has been renewed for season 3? Because we're talking like it is.
yes, it has been renewed for season 3.
Whoop.
So that's
Okay.
good.
Very, very good.
And that was as of September 5th. So yeah, it must have got renewed right away.
Okay, good. What do you think about this Capri Billy Piper character? Capri.
I don't know where it's going yet. I think next season will be key for that. I mean, I love that Billie Piper's in this. I'm glad she's having like a resurgence because I haven't seen her in a long time. She was in
Well, this
this.
is American television. I mean, have you been watching a lot of British television lately?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, but like that's a good question. Maybe she's just been in stuff I haven't seen. She was in that show that got canceled on Netflix that I loved with the gods that Jeff Goldblum was in. I'm blanking on what it's called.
Yes. I was going to watch it, and then you told me it got canceled, and I said, no way, Jose.
It was so good.
It's so good. Why are they
So
canceling
let's
things?
see. Chaos. That was it. It looks like she's been in things here and there,
Okay.
but nothing I've heard of other than Chaos. She's just been in kind of like here or there type of stuff, and a lot of like Doctor Who like reunion type things. The last thing she was in that I've heard of is she was in 27 episodes of Penny Dreadful, which
Okay.
went from 2014 to 2016.
And Penny Dreadful was Netflix also?
I think it was. I
wonder
liked
if
that. I
it's-
remember. I don't know if I've seen the whole thing though.
I wonder if people
I forgot
doing-
she was
you know,
in
like-
Mansfield Park.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I wonder if she has like a contract with Netflix, like you do a certain amount of whatever in a certain amount of years. Sounds like she's been doing a lot with them, but maybe I'm just
Oh yeah, I don't know. So random. She was in Evita, the one with Madonna and
really.
what's his face?
How
Yeah, it
old
was.
she in that? Like
She must have been
Jesus.
young because it says the girl wanting Juan Perón's autograph, uncredited.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
But
that was probably before she was a singer, right?
I would think so. It's such a long time ago.
1996.
How old is Billie Piper?
That is a great question. Let me find out.
She looks like she's our age.
She's younger than us. She was born in 82.
Ah, well, what I was going to say is that I can't tell if she's like good or bad.
I'm hoping she's good because she's Billie Piper. She's our Rose.
She is our Rose, and she tried to help Tyler at the end there.
Well, we're thinking that's where it's going to be.
Unless it's a cult, another cult.
Is she trying to help him or is she trying to become his master to use him for some reason?
Oh, gosh.
I will say I do love some culty stuff, but to go back to what we were saying before, like that whole storyline made no sense. Gideon got his dues.
Why are we going to revisit that again, now that you think about it? Why are we going to go and have Tyler be a part of a cult and get another master? Like, maybe now you'll be able to have your redemption story.
Well, and that's where if she could go either way. She could become his master and use him for some kind of nefarious thing, or she could. I'm so distracted by whatever this trailer is for Billie Piper because it also has what's her face from The Last of Us and Game of Thrones in it.
Game of Thrones and Last of Us. Who's in Game of Thrones and Last of Us?
The Ellie in Last of Us. And
oh, girl, you said Last of Us, and I'm thinking This Is Us. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
What?
I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Anyways, I think it could go either way. She might be trying to become his master and use him for something nefarious, or she might be giving him his redemption story, like doing for him what she couldn't do for her ex-boyfriend.
Perhaps. So we have a continuating, that's so not the word, a continuation of one storyline, which is Tyler. We're going on season 3 for Tyler. And the fact that Wednesday has feelings for Tyler. That needs to be brought up.
She wants to be his
master.
dominatrix is what she was. Like that scene when she was like, kill me.
Yeah.
The face she made, oh my god! I was like, she wants to be your Dami mommy.
She wants to save him. She saved him. What am I talking about?
we have to continue with that, and then we have to continue with the Wednesday saving her from being like a permanent alpha wolf.
Which we know they're gonna like snap her out of it. So that's
yeah,
like
something's gonna happen.
yeah.
That's also like a weird storyline too, because like I don't know, like why? Okay, so I was like, why is it that she was able to transform the first time under a blood moon, which is very typical of an alpha, and transform back? But like, has she not transformed under the full moon since then? Like,
I have no idea.
because
How
it
often do
became
we get full moons?
once a month.
So and
She went the
school
whole
ended and
summer.
started. Yeah,
She went
like
the whole summer and then part of the school year. And like, so there was like a couple things. First of all, like her family didn't like get that she might be an alpha based off of her being a late bloomer, her hand thing, and the blood moon. So I was like, okay, that's a hot take that they missed. Then Enid notes that like alphas tend to be lone wolves, but she doesn't know that they could get permanently stuck and they get hunted. I was like, I feel like that's something people should know about.
yeah, no, I
And then I was like,
completely agree with you.
did she transform just one time and then hasn't transformed the whole year since? Like, so like those were like things that I was just like, what is happening right now?
You see, that's the plot hole right there.
Yeah, those were plot holes.
Because I was thinking the same thing. Like, how is it that you don't know this?
Yeah.
Is it that rare? Like, there's no rumors, no gossip, no nothing about it within families? Like, that's something that I feel like you have to know about.
Well, okay. I was going to say, plus Wednesday wolfed out when she was in his body, but I guess it wasn't technically a full moon.
Didn't she make herself wolf out?
Because she got angry. Because Enid was like, you need to calm down, you're going to wolf out. And then she like wolfed out. Because you can't tell Wednesday Addams not to be angry.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just there was just too much inconsistency and too much. I want to be able to like you said escapism, and I have to think about it, but I couldn't help but notice things.
Mhm. I mean, but there were good things. We saw Morticia and Wednesday get closer. Enid and Wednesday got closer. They got really far apart, and then they got closer.
Oh, that was so annoying. I did not like that. Like, can y'all talk to each other, or can Wednesday talk to her? Because it was Wednesday, it wasn't Enid.
Exactly. Like, if it wasn't been for Agnes, like, they would have never come together. And Agnes was annoying.
For Agnes. No, I felt bad for her.
She
was
bad
trying
for
too
her.
hard.
But that's the thing. She was so fucking annoying because she was so thirsty. But then when she went to the support group, I was like, oh, girls, let me give you a hug. And Enid had to be like, you're your own psychopath. Just be your own psychopath.
Yeah, just be yourself, girl. That's it.
But she doesn't know. Like, if she comes back, I guess she'll come back. She's better, but like she's still trying a little too hard.
And she's gonna go with Wednesday to help find Enid.
Yeah. Like when she chilled out, she was being a little bit too much like Enid. Like she doesn't fully know how to be herself yet.
She's young.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Now, because of course I don't recall what year are Wednesday and Enid in. If it's like a typical high school freshman, sophomore.
I guess they would be sophomores.
So what's Agnes?
I think she's a freshman because she was part of the new group that was like fangirling Wednesday at the beginning.
But how do they know about, or how does she know about Wednesday? Like they were talking about it throughout the Outcast. Like, is there like an Outcast gossip newspaper or IG or whatever?
I'm just assuming that when they got there, they heard about everything that she did because she saved everybody the previous year.
Fascinating.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're like actually juniors and the younger kids are like sophomores.
Or maybe she like lives in that town, even though her dad came to pick her up. That was pretty sad. Her dad came to pick her up, but the mom with the normie.
Yeah, with the normie husband and baby.
I thought that was bad or sad.
The support group was great. My favorite was the eyeballs.
How are they able to get on those thingamajiggies?
I don't know, but I love those little things. And when it was like shaking, I was like, "Oh, you're my favorite."
Oh my gosh. So at least body parts know that they can live on without the rest of their bodies.
As long as Isaac doesn't eat your fucking brain. Oh
Oh
my god.
gosh.
That was horrible.
It's very, very horrible.
So the music was very different this part compared to last part.
I was not paying attention to the music. Because when you mentioned Blackpink, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I really wasn't listening to the music.
It wasn't as meaningful this part of the season. Like last time, the music jumped out at me because there was so much meaning in like every episode with the music and stuff. Where like this part of the season, I only noticed Blackpink because I was like, oh wait, here's Blackpink again. Because for the listeners, I was just saying that like I didn't think I knew any Blackpink songs, and then I realized they're in different movies and stuff, and I just didn't realize I was listening to them.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Oh, what did you think of the like doghouse secret room or secret bomb shelter or whatever it is?
I didn't think anything of it.
I was kind of like, that's kind of fun. I want a
It's
dog
cute.
shelter. Yeah.
I like all the secret rooms, if that's what you
Yeah,
mean.
we do like a secret room.
But other than that, I didn't think anything else of it.
I'm glad that Isaac finally grew his lip back. Kind of
Yes.
fun to me when he had like the section of his lip missing.
Why that took so long to grow? Was it like that bad at the beginning? Like come on now. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. They did do pretty good casting with Isaac and Tyler looking like they're related.
Yes, I agree. And my brain, when Isaac was, whole again, completely thrown off because he's young. And I'm like, but he's not young, he's old. But when he died, he was young. I had to tell myself that.
Yeah, because he was still in school.
Yeah, he was still a kid. Reminds me of Harry Potter.
Everything reminds you of Harry Potter.
Yes, oh my gosh, that's a problem.
Young Gomez was like alarming to me. Just like a bit of a shock. Like I wasn't.
Why?
I don't know. Like I was just like, oh, that's Young Gomez. Okay. I don't know why I'm so shocked by that.
When Hester talked bad about him, she didn't even know the story as to why he didn't have. Well, I mean, obviously, we didn't know the story, but
I made assumptions.
Yeah. I was like, oh, poor Isaac. Isaac Gomez, this is what happened. I felt, bad for him. He's such a positive individual. He wouldn't let that get him down,
Exactly.
To use your power so young. I wonder what his family thought about it.
Yeah,
Do you know anything? Like anything? Like I feel like we know more about Morticia and her family.
Well, Fester's his brother.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, it's just Fester and Thing.
Oh my gosh. Is it Lurch? No. Lurch?
The butler?
Yeah. He be knowing everything, girl. He be knowing everything.
Oh, yeah. Bruno not realizing that Enid is being possessed by Wednesday makes me not like Bruno.
Oh, you don't have to worry about him anymore.
He's out of here.
Exactly. He sucks.
Like, how are you going to be, like, not honest to Enid? She's so sweet.
He couldn't bring himself to do it, whatever. Lies. Then the girl shows up. Oh, we're not really together, whatever, but she shows up.
That's a bit thirsty.
Yeah, like, really? I'm watching the scene where Morticia is telling Weems to show herself.
Oh, yeah. I do like their dynamic.
I like that part. I like that part. Yeah, they're good. They're good.
I appreciate Weems saying that she would not be Francois' maid of honor because she was keeping her hide self from GABbin. I appreciated that a lot. She has integrity.
She does. Do you remember? I mean, maybe they mentioned it this season, but so Sheriff GABbin, I would assume, was like super upset that his wife was keeping her true form from him. He finds out they have a kid already, so he's trying to protect the baby, Tyler. He builds that house. I mean, the dog house, quote unquote, secret room. Thank you. For her, for when she. That's the thing. Like, how do you turn into a hide? Because you get upset?
I think so.
So she had to live there all the time because he wasn't sure if she was going to get upset. I feel like I need to go watch the first few episodes.
We need like the backstory for the hides again. They do talk about it here and there, and I'm very distracted by this Lady Gaga makeup commercial. What is happening right now? Anyway, oh, it's Sephora. They do talk about it because I know that we find he does explain in season 1 that he didn't know until after the fact that she was a hide.
Yeah.
And there was something with the baby. There was something with Tyler.
Right.
So I don't know if I can't remember if like he was hiding out as a baby, like, or what it was. But yeah, that room. They talk about the room in part 1, which we would remember if they wouldn't have made it 2 parts and did a break.
Girl.
But we won't go down that anymore.
No, we won't go down. At least not for now.
But yeah, it was explained. But like, yeah, it's a good point because it's like when they roost, it's kind of like a werewolf with wolfing out. Like they hide out if they like lose their temper. But like maybe that room was to help control. Like maybe the purpose of the room was for them to be able to go down there and try to control transitioning back and forth. I don't remember. Listeners, if you remember, let us know.
Or we could just rewatch. Not gonna happen.
I was gonna say you got annoyed with me for when I rewatched part 1 twice. You want me to rewatch it again?
No, I don't. I mean, something I'm sure that we can just look up online and get an answer for.
I'm looking on the wiki to see if I see anything.
I do like the relationship between Isaac and Francois.
Hold on a second. I just found something interesting.
Okay.
Grandpa Slurp is from the original Addams family.
Grandpa Slurp?
Yes, and he's a relative of the Addams family. Okay, it doesn't really say anything. I was just curious to be like, who is this Grandpa Slurp? What did you think? I felt kind of bad, but then not really, when it's Principal Dort, that's who it is, played by the amazing Steve Buscemi, when he, Ajax stoned him, and then the chandelier fell, and he got, like, annihilated. I was like, don't feel bad, Ajax, that's not on you.
It was such a waste. The whole thing was such a waste. Like, poor Steve Buscemi, like...
Did you find it satisfying? Did you find it alarming?
I didn't care. The whole storyline I didn't care about. It was like, finally, hallelujah, we got rid of him. I see what you mean about Ajax, but I don't think Ajax is...
going that deep into it?
I don't think he's really thinking about it.
All right, I pulled up Francois in the wiki to see if it says anything. It says her hide is visibly longer than that of her son's. I did notice that. She was super long and skinny.
Yeah. Maybe because of her age?
Or I didn't know if like female hides just were like that. Okay, it says Donovan secretly constructed her a shelter underneath their house to keep her close by in case she needed to transform into her hide. Following her supposed death, Donovan greatly feared that her condition as a hide would be passed down to their son and began emotionally distancing himself from him. Okay, so he didn't know for sure that he was going to be a hide.
Emotionally distance himself from her child. That's like crazy.
So it says to keep her close by in case she needed to transform into her hide. So I guess if she started to feel like it was going to happen, she could just go there and be safe.
I guess she was a stay-at-home mom.
Probably. So I will say, I think you were kind of saying this at the beginning. Like, overall, I thought that part 2 of season 2 did make the overall storyline better because we actually knew what was the hell happening. Where, like, I feel like, at least for me, I felt very, like, unfulfilled and confused by half the plot lines after watching part 1. So it did make it better, but I was disappointed and still felt unfulfilled at the end. I mean, we'll chalk it up to being a sophomoric season, and that they're setting it up for possibly good storylines for 3.
It was better than part 1, right? But
yeah, it was better than part 1.
It wasn't, what is it, full food for the soul?
Yes. So.
And there's no need, I repeat, there is no need for a month break for 8-episode season. Okay? Absolutely. You have 22 episodes. Yeah, you could take a month off. Okay? Get it together, Netflix. It ain't worth it.
Exactly. Get it together, Netflix.
Stop canceling The Residence, Chaos, and all other good shows.
Preach. And just because we're not mad at you like we are with some of the other streaming services doesn't mean that we won't turn on you.
Boycott. Solidarity.
Because I do have my delayed gratification on lockdown so much that I cannot watch you for years if need be.
You're good with that. I don't know about me.
I might be the only one. But anyway, I think we covered most of the things worth covering.
Yay, we did well.
Stonehurst got killed. Whatever. She served her purpose in part 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't got anything else. All right. Well,
I don't recall either.
Yeah. Listeners, tell us what you thought of part 2. Feel free to rant if you agree with us that Netflix needs to stop this bullshit of splitting up short shows into part 1 and part 2. We'll see what happens with Stranger Things. We'll see how we feel about that.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
They're doing, like we were talking about off air, they're doing 3 parts.
Well, they did it last season also,
Did they? Maybe I just ignored it until they were all out.
But I think Stranger Things is on a completely different level at this point, and they didn't rush. Time has passed between each season. This was released last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't get me started on that, though.
Okay.
Doesn't Millie Bobby Brown have a kid now?
That is the right thing to do based off of the way we were raised with TV, right? You have September is the start of the new season, and so the following season you should have. So you think that they
married, and I'm pretty sure she had a baby already, and she's still trying to play like a 15-year-old because she waited so long.
Oh my god!
I don't know if that's true. Does she have a baby? I don't care enough to know, but I feel like I saw something.
I think that they adopted. I don't know. Are you looking it up?
I am. Oh, they did adopt.
Okay.
Look at you knowing things about celebrities. She looks 35 now.
Oh my god!
Going on
Stop! It's just probably makeup that she's wearing.
No, I gotta show you this picture. This is wild. I would not have even thought this was her.
Oh my gosh!
It must be her makeup and stuff.
No, that's the makeup. And it's like, what does that look? She looks like freaking Ivana Trump. Like, what's going on here? That's so.
Where is this at?
1980s and 90s. What's going on here? Oh my god!
Like, if you were like, this is Ivana Trump, I would have been like, yeah, you're right.
Now we know.
Okay, that's kind of nice.
Who can play Ivana Trump?
Yeah, she can play Ivana Trump next. That's funny.
I never thought those words would come out of my mouth. Here we are.
She goes from Elle to Enola to Ivana.
Oh, Enola was pretty good. I like that. That was good.
There's 2 of them.
I think I've only seen one.
The second one's good too.
I only catch it catch movies when I'm at my mom's, because she is perpetually on Netflix all the time. She probably knows the whole catalog.
Let us know if there's anything else that we should have talked about, like what you thought, what you didn't like, what you liked, what you didn't like. Let us know on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is at GABbin Podcast, or you can email us. The email address is gabbinpodcast@gmail.com. And thanks for listening to GABbin. Go check us out on Instagram, like and follow us. Check out our other episodes. We are on all the major platforms where you can find your podcast. Feel free to buy us a coffee.
Please do. We need it.
Talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to GABbin.
GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin.